Hi, Mark here, Wednesday, May the 20th, 7:50 a.m. Eastern, 11:50 a.m. GMT. US session about to get underway. Let's have a look how we shape up this morning. US dollar index, doji candlestick, indecision, uncertainty, no real direction as yet, has tested a bit higher and lower, giving us resistance at 99.38 and support at 99.20. We've had strong US dollar, we've had a strong run. Yesterday was demand for US again, a gap higher to start, but as yet going into the US session, no real indication of whether this uptrend will continue. If buyers can maintain above the 99 level, continue pushing higher, or if we do get a turnaround from strong to weak US and sellers look down at the 99.20 and perhaps look down to get even below 99. So going into today, so far, not a follow-up on yesterday and flat doji candlestick, and we'll see how that plays out now that the US session is about to get underway. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. We're looking at the futures market for now. Good hour and a half till Wall Street opens up. We have had a sell-off in the S&P. Some profit taking started last week on Friday, continued yesterday. Today, a bit of a bounce. We'll see whether demand for US equities does continue. I've got support at 7,352, which has proved a strong support level. Buyers have bounced up off there. I've got resistance at 7,405. So we'll see whether this does continue demand for US, recoup the losses over the last few days, or if the sell-off does continue and sellers look to break below this support level. Let's have a look at gold. Gold's been in a downtrend going along with the inverse relationship, strong US dollar, weak gold, and that's what we have seen. Big sell-off again yesterday. Looking to fight back today. I've got support at 4,465. I've got resistance at 4,500. That's the level buyers will look to break above that 4,500 level if there's demand for gold, and that may go hand in hand with the weak US dollar. But for now, not much of a bounce yet. Hang around that 4,500 level. And again, we'll see how during the US session, how that plays out and if the price of gold and this gold price is again determined by the US dollar. Brent oil, a big sell-off in Brent oil. You can see that all the way from resistance at 111.49 right down to 103.38. That's based on optimism. Oil market always forward looking, talks that that US and Iran are close to reaching a deal and that the straits will be opened. So it's all optimism that has caused and that has resulted in the price going down to the support at 103.38, almost at that 100 level. The 100 was the dividing line. Recently, it's been more around the 110 level between an optimistic outcome or pessimistic outcome. Right now, bets are on an optimistic outcome, and there you see the price having dropped considerably. This can continue if we do get something concrete. We actually see an agreement. We actually see a settlement of sorts and the straits being opened up. Free passage, of course, could turn the other way. And then we'll see buyers step in if things look more pessimistic. And this is all talk without anything on the ground really being achieved. But certainly a strong sell-off overnight going into the US session. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin attempting a fight back, strong downtrend still in place. I've got support still at 76,000. Today, a bit of a push higher, looking to take out yesterday's high. I've got resistance at 77.6 thousand. Buyers will look to break above that 77, 78, try get back to the 80,000 to try and reverse this downtrend, but not much demand as yet for Bitcoin. Let's watch through the US session, possibly a bounce, possibly some kind of a turn around if buyers do step in. Alternatively, if we don't get demand, prices will remain around this support area, perhaps even a push lower. Good trading, and I'll see you at end of day.